Populations and communities. There are a lot more people in the world today than when your grandparents were born. Over the 20th century, the global population has more than tripled, from 1.9 billion in 1900 to 6 billion in 2000, and by the time you watch this video, over 7.5 billion humans on the globe. Two of the most important questions in environmental science are: one, how much more will the population grow? And two, how many humans can the planet possibly support? According to the Population Reference Bureau, we're currently growing at an annual rate of 1.12%. That means roughly we're adding about 83 million more people to the planet every single year. Humans are now one of the most numerous vertebrate species on the Earth. We are also the most widely distributed species on the Earth, and we have the biggest environmental impact than any other species on the planet's resources. Birth rates are falling nearly everywhere in the world except sub-Saharan deserts, and many countries are starting to implement population control legislation or laws in terms of restricting how many children families can have, such as the one-child policy in China. There are basically three general thoughts in terms of whether or not population is actually an environmental concern. Many people worry that population increase will cause, or perhaps is already causing, resource depletion and environmental degradation that threatens the ecological life support system on which we all depend. These fears often lead to demand for immediate, worldwide birth control programs to reduce fertility rates and to eventually stabilize or even shrink the total number of humans. Other people believe that human ideas and ingenuity, technology, and expertise will expand the world's ability to hold more people and allow us to overcome any problems we encounter. The more people, the more ideas on how to solve a problem. From this perspective, more people may be beneficial rather than disastrous. A larger population means a larger workforce, more geniuses, and more ideas on what to do. Along with every new mouth comes a pair of hands. People who believe in this worldwide view argue that continued economic and technological growth can both feed the world's billions of people and enrich everyone enough to end the population explosion voluntarily. The third opinion on this subject derives from social justice concerns. According to the worldview, resources are sufficient for everyone. Current shortages are only signs of greed, waste, and oppression. The root cause of environmental degradation in this perspective is the inequitable distribution of wealth and power rather than merely the number of people on the planet. Fostering democracy, increasing rights for women and minorities, and improving the lives of the poor are essential for sustainability. A narrow focus on population growth fosters racism and blames the poor for their problems while ignoring the high resource consumption of richer individuals and nations, according to this view. In this chapter, we will look at some causes of population growth, as well as how populations are measured and described. Family planning and birth control are essential for stabilizing populations and the different views of those categories. The number of children a couple decides to have and the method they use to regulate fertility, and also other biological, political, religion, and cultural implications that lead to our worldview on population.